Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Gardens Between. It's a time-bending puzzle game, and I saw it at PAX West. I'd never heard of it before, and I was like, you know, when's this game coming out? I've never heard of it before. And they're like, yeah, in about 3 weeks. And I'm like, seriously? So here we are. They kindly sent me a key, and I'd say I've been looking forward to this for a while. But no, it's got a really nice, like, kind of, I'm not going to say a low poly style, but it's closer to that. Artistically, cartoonish, maybe? And, it also has a really nice soundtrack. I might sit back and just kind of let things happen. For starters, I'm a bit on the tired side, and for secondaries, because it does kind of tell a story as we go along. I don't think I'd trust that. I seriously would not trust that treehouse. I mean, for starters, it's a time-traveling treehouse, but also it did not seem securely fastened. Oh. Roller for this one. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I see. This is interesting. So yeah, I can control the flow of time. Then stuff happens. Okay. Arina's room. Old toys. Lounge room. So somebody's moving. Moving out, moving in. Not clear. Probably moving out. Considering. Okay, so we can interact a little bit more than just time control. Oh, right. I'm not actually controlling the characters. I don't have to... So, Arina's the one with the coat. Welcome. This is neat. Probably going to be one of those more... indistinctish games, you know, story told through action and like environment than anything like up front. It looks like they've used their treehouse as like a raft, sort of. Oh, I can use either stick to do this. Okay, and then they have to go and grab things. And stuff like the light seems to be acting independently. Catboard box. But that sounds fun. What would a catboard box look like? Would it be just a cardboard box with a cat in it? Or would it be a weird cardboard cat box? This is probably a dead end. Nope. And jump. And schlorp. What is ringing this chime do? Doesn't look like I can ring it. Well, we can't go any further backwards. And that thing's gonna keep slurping no matter what. Yeah, so it slurps as soon as we get there. Unfortunately, unless she's the one... Oh. She's the one that rings the chime. Okay. So... Ariana? Ariana is not able to ring chimes for whatever reason. We don't know the name of the other person. I don't even know. These characters are ridiculously... I was going to say ridiculously androgynous when I saw the promo material. I actually thought Ariana was a dude, but I'm fairly certain Ariana's girl. And the other one's a guy? But, like, I don't care. It's kind of neat that they are so, like, wildly androgynous, just to kind of let you come up with it on your own. On the other side of things, it's a little jarring, because it's like, yeah, I'd actually like to know who these characters are fully. Arina, not Ariana. A little old to be playing with planes like that. But yeah, so moving in. Probably. Because it looks like they're unpacking. And so that might be their first meeting. Dude, Water would be a good place to send you a link for a product you might be interested in. Generally Discord. Always tough, though. There's so many new games to come out. Like, this is one of 5 games that supposedly came out today. I don't know if one of them actually came out, but, it's tough for me to fit them all in, especially because some of them are long. Like, Crosscode is ridiculously long. Not that I mind playing it. In fact, we're probably going to play a stupid amount of Crosscode and Time Spinners over the next couple days. Okay, so now we have an animated weird Slurpee box, probably. Ruining everything. Oh. There we go. This is cool. Music's pretty good, too. I thought that guy was going to be an actual problem. There we go. But no, he's not a problem. He's not currently causing me issues. He's just jumping around, doing whatever. Charmingly so, honestly. Let's see what this does. Because I don't know what ringing the chime is going to do. Okay, so that'll close that. Which we need. Next order of business, I probably have to give this guy the lantern. Crap. Okay, so maybe we keep going further. Reminds me of Brothers in a way. Yeah, but way less awkward to control. I liked Brothers. I liked it a lot, but boy, moving around with that was rough. Okay, it goes back. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Honestly, this actually kind of reminds me of Zenbound in a way. Was it Zenbound, the thing where you had like the wooden sculptures and you wrapped the rope around them in semi-arbitrary ways? Like, this feels like that, but in, like, with a completely different series of effects. Which I kind of like, actually. It's definitely not complicated. Almost feels like something you should probably play on a tablet or an iPad or something, more than anything else. Not that it's bad, though. Oh, man. Those, like, weird frozen juice pops that you'd always have during the summer. I remember those. Didn't have too many of them when I was a kid. Yeah, so that's gonna slurp everything away. But that's okay. Oh, I got it. I can give him the lantern. Because he bypasses the, He bypasses the vortex. Feels a bit like Monument, Valley. Yeah, oh yeah. I want to do a series on Monument Valley someday. It'd be tough to do considering what it is and, you know, how it works. But I'd love to do a series on it nonetheless. Okay, I see how we're supposed to do this one. We gotta light the lantern, then hand it back to him. And then get around. It's neat. That's actually a drying rack. Swinging around up there. Like a weird drying rack mobile. When I was, well, I'd say when I was younger, but no, it's all the time. My parents use drying racks. They don't believe in dryers. I don't think the dryers run in my house, in my parents' house for years. We actually had an electrical... He was like sort of an electrician, but his job was for efficiency. You know, you go through checking out light bulbs, being like, yeah, these aren't energy efficient bulbs. Power strips that were, you know, faulty or unsafe or inefficient. Where was she hiding those popsicles? That's worrying. Not like in a worrying, like, you know, sense, but in just like, those looked like they were in her pocket. You thought TV antenna until you called out what it is. Yeah, no. I am very familiar with drying racks. Clotheslines, I guess, not drying racks necessarily. But yeah, so when he came, I was in charge of giving him a tour around the house because I was the only one there. And so we got to the dryer and he's like, you know, you need to get this fixed immediately. This is like a massive fire hazard. And if you like use this at all, like you have a high chance of, you know, burning your house down. And I was like, we never use that thing. There's no chance of us burning the house down because of the dryer, because it straight up isn't even hooked up, plugged in, or we don't even know if it works. I think it broke years ago, and my mother's solution was, instead of fixing it, she was just like, eh. Let's just, instead of fixing it, let's just get a drying rack and then never think about it again. I gotcha. This is cool. Reset the dominoes, of course. Music's pretty good, too. There's been a lot of indie games lately with really good soundtracks. I mean, we were just playing Crosscode, which, like, straight up is kind of a masterpiece. Maybe not, like, the best game I've ever played, but it's so cohesively quality that I couldn't help but be, like, super appreciative of everything it did. But this is something that I've been, I guess, I wouldn't say coming to terms with over the past couple of years, but I've been playing, I mean, stupid amounts of video games. Oh. Apparently the recording button just straight up wasn't stopped. Alright, whatever, I'll just grab the VOD. Okay, well that's annoying. Anyway, not a big deal. I don't think the game's too loud, so it shouldn't be that big of a thing. But anyway, hello, actual quality of YouTube. Oh, this is interesting. The characters are going separately. Man, I remember when remotes looked like that. It was awful. I hated that. Anyway, so one thing I've been kind of come to terms with-ish with YouTube and indie games and whatnot is a lot of games, the industry has become flooded with new stuff. Oh, I see. I think I just have to leave it here. There we go. Okay, but yeah, the industry is flooded with new games every given day, week, month, whatever. And I've noticed a lot of developers have been specifically like kind of bemoaning this and you know, talking about how the industry is flooded or it's so hard to make games or be successful with games. And you know, I don't know if this game's going to pass the litmus test or whatever, but it's definitely one of the more unique things I've run into lately. If I give it to that, I assume it's going to just, like, book it at some point. How do we... Oh, I see. It gets the fire flower, so it can kill the beetle. Okay, and then we stop, then we go back. But how do we... I don't actually play the game. But it doesn't come back either. We can't go back either. Oh. Okay, so we need it here. I think I get it. This is kind of weird and confusing. Because, yeah, it goes past the fire flower. No, we want to undo these. And go back. There we go. So we didn't actually want to beat the game at all. Not even close. We just wanted to steal the fire flower power from the game. So the bird gets killed by the beetle. Except for it doesn't look like the beetle even comes, so I guess I don't have to feel guilty about it. Anyway, but yeah, so I don't know if this game will pass the litmus test of success or not. I mean, I hope this with all indie games. I hope that all indie developers will be successful in their endeavors and the industry continues to grow in interesting and unique ways. I think maybe for games like this especially, it feels like the industry would be benefited by, you know, these kinds of ideas to perpetuate. You know, maybe not necessarily this game, even this style, but this is a lot more inventive than like half the stuff I've played in recent memory. Okay, so we actually want to bring this guy back. I actually have control of this. Okay, I want to leave him there for a moment. Give him the lantern, then go back and control him. Oh, that's interesting. Pillows falling off the fort. Oh man, pillow forts. I want to make a pillow fort. When we move, I'm going to figure out how to make a pillow fort. I don't know how. I don't know what we're going to do exactly. Huh. Where's the shine? Because it just gives up there. This is weird. Unless maybe it can't have the lantern the first time. Maybe we have to do a couple rounds of it. There's also that pillow that falls down. Oh. Oh. I gotcha. Oh, no, that's not what we want to do. This is clever. This is really clever. I mean, it's fascinating how much they're doing with such simple mechanics. And how well it actually works. It's just forward and backwards, but it works great. Reminds me of Braid, honestly. But with less hate. Because Braid... I love Braid. I hated Braid. Braid was an emotional roller coaster that I don't think I deserved at the time. That was a rough game to play when I was in college. But yeah, so, you know, at this point, you know, games... Yeah, the tough thing is it's not a flood of Steam Greenlight games, but 3 to 5 stars out of 5 quality games. It's pretty hard to stand out, even your own niche genre. Yeah. And, like, I feel bad. I feel legitimately bad for a lot of games at this point. Because there's some great stuff out there, and it like, honestly feels kind of bleak. How far back can we go? Yeah, because we get stuck here, so we have to figure out something to do with this guy. Between. Unless there's something that falls off when all this breaks. Oh, we can keep going. But we still don't have a power. We don't have any kind of power. Oh. There's a power flower right there in the bowl. Okay. Probably just put it right here. Except for it's not active. How do we get the flower open? Because I think the pillow just moves on automatically, but it's not open. Like, the last one was open. But yeah, you see it as you go by. What causes them to open? And how can I control this? I'm actually stumped. For something as simple as this, it's almost... So what do we do? Because this guy... Unless I, like, move him higher, maybe? No, he goes in the same position. Where else can he go? What else can he do? Because he can go there, but this doesn't do anything. Yeah, the chime under the blanket. Oh. Oh! Oh, that's real clever. So we have to... Yep. Great catch. Got it. I forgot about the chime under the blanket, because I honestly didn't even conceive of the idea that the moving the moving box critter could be used in such a way. Like, it didn't even occur to me that he could possibly be used as like a physics prop, given the situation. That's sneaky. Thank you, guys. But yeah, so like recently, what was a good example of a game? Chasm came out. I liked Chasm. It was fun, but it didn't really bring a whole lot new to the market. And, you know, I think a lot of people were kind of disappointed by it because, yeah, it was just a Metroidvania. And they might have actually done fine with themselves. And, you know, the base quality was there and a bunch of other things. But, you know, it feels like a lot of games kind of in that caliber, that field, you know, the games that get a 6 or 7 out of 10, they're dead in the water and their studio gets shelved forever. An easy example would actually be... Oh, that's cute. I think Shell and I need to, as a, when we move, I absolutely want to do, like, some kind of Pillow Fort stream someday. Today would have made a perfect Pillow Fort stream. Just cram Shell and I into a Pillow Fort and just hand us the game for a couple hours. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, you can see them rafting along between all of these. That's neat. And you can even see how many levels we have. We might actually be able to beat this in one night if we wanted to. Well, I guess we're here. I don't know, Pillow Fort stream would be amazing. Hopefully she heard this and can help me remember. But yeah, you guys feel free to shout out solutions if I forget about things along the way here. Oh, adding fortifications. This is clever. That's really clever. I like that. Hob was another example of a game that I really liked. I really liked Hob. But no one else did. No one enjoyed Hob, or at least not as many people enjoyed Hob. Or not enough people enjoyed Hob. And so the developers of the game... got shuttered. And admittedly, like, Perfect World and Entertainment is not exactly what I call the best publisher. They're not bad, but they really like their MMOs. They're not so interested in, you know, single-player, you know, artsy Zelda-likes. And so when the game didn't do so well, well, there goes Runic Games. Kaput. Like, I enjoyed it, but they hadn't put out a game in, like, you know, 4 years, and that was what they put out, and, well, it didn't end so well for them. Luckily, it looks like we're getting another Torchlight game called Torchlight Frontiers, so it's not so bad. And it looks like a number of the, you know, people that worked there have gone on to bigger and better things, or Torchlight Frontiers, so it's not the end of the world. But it sucked a little bit, because I really liked Hob.